Alright, well, oh god, I don't really have a good way to record this, so I'll just hold it in my hand. Alright. So, I don't really know what to make for videos because the weather's cold and I can't really work on my cars that much because it's either very rainy or cold or I'm working or something that has to do with my son or something. There's always something. But I will be making more car videos, hopefully, eventually. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't enjoy making the little tiny videos in between that aren't car related. They're just kind of blah to me. I just think I'm wasting my time. And yeah, they get a crap ton of views, but I don't... It just doesn't mean anything to me. So I'm eventually going to be uploading more car videos, hopefully. But in the meantime, I would just want to upload like short little talk videos of things that pop into my mind that maybe can help somebody else in the future, or just give people advice in general. And it's probably a way for me to vent to my opinions, even though my opinions to other people might not matter, but here they are anyway, for whoever's listening. What was on my mind tonight, because I'm dealing with a little bit of an issue when it comes to just juggling everything in life, like financially. Like, I want a garage. Garages cost a lot of money, and the reason why I want a garage is because I want to like build race cars and I want to do really cool things with race cars. But it's expensive. It's really expensive, and I don't have the money. So instead of focusing on what I can't do, I'm trying to focus on what I can do. So I'm trying to come up with a scheme so I can more or less efficiently work outside more often, so I can fix my cars and put it together and make more automotive content on my channel, which is pretty much the whole premise of what I wanted to do in the first place. But the main idea and what I'm trying to say is I think money is overrated. I think people should stop listening to all the BS that goes on nowadays about you having to become a millionaire and all that crap, and just stop deluding yourself with the idea of like everyone on YouTube who are just like these very rich and wealthy people. Like, being rich and wealthy is all fine and dandy. I just think that people need to come up with better ways on how to get to the result that they want to get, rather than just trying to make a bunch of money and having it work that way. And what I mean by that is that a lot of people that I talk to nowadays have this perception that money is king, money is everything. I strongly, strongly disagree. Some of the most fun I've had in my life personally is when I had no money at all. And mind you, I'm not rich now at all by any means, but I guess I have enough money to consider myself not poor either. So at the same time, it hasn't changed my level of happiness. And even when I've make a lot of money or have a lot of money or whatever, it doesn't make me feel any happier, even spending it on something. Unless what it is I'm spending it on is something important, like a new car part or just an idea that I have in my mind that I want to implement, or just something like that. But the most fun times I've ever had in my life was when I had like no money, just being a dumb teenager and just having fun. And I think that's missing from a lot of things nowadays. I used to watch all the famous automotive YouTubers because I kind of... What is on my glasses? I kind of aspired to be them. Like, you know, like how you see people on TV and you just aspire to be them, or there's famous people and you're like, oh, I want to be like that guy or that girl or whatever. But the more and more I kept watching them, the more and more unrelatable they started to become. I remember when I used to watch these really famous YouTubers when they first started their channels. And they were really just down-to-earth people that had a goal in mind, but was just trying to use what they had to the best of their ability to accomplish said goal. And it was really relatable because you could just you saw the struggle that these people had to go through. And now, watching them years and years later, well, first of all, I stopped watching other YouTubers' videos that I kind of aspired growing up with because they all got really famous. And while that's not just a bad thing as a whole, it's not relatable when every video that is uploaded is them buying a brand new Ferrari or really high performance car, the most expensive engine, or the best tires in the world, or they become professional race car drivers. It's just like, I don't see the value in what they're trying to show me anymore. And back in the day, the early days, I felt as if they were trying to bring me along with their journey as an audience member, and now the essential feeling that I get is they're trying to sell me onto being an audience member. I honestly think that these people have way too much money and they strayed too far from their own personal roots. Listen, people, I'm just a guy like every other person on this planet. Money is just overrated. You can have fun without a lot of money. Some of the best things in the world were created with just a basic idea with 2 nickels to rub together. Not everything in your life has to be revolving around money. Like, well, I want a Ferrari and, whatever, I can't get a Ferrari. Okay. Wrong. That's the wrong thinking. Okay, you can't get a Ferrari. Fine. Understood. But you can't let that idea that you can't get something really expensive just absolutely kill you either. You have to do what you can do. It might not be like 100% what you wanted. And it never usually is. But you have to do what you can do as a person. I just want to let you guys know that you can have a fully fulfilling life without money. It's totally possible. Do what you can do. If I had a crap ton of money right now, I'd buy myself an 86 Corolla or a Celica GT4, or I don't even know. Even if I did have a lot of money, I don't think I would buy a brand new Ferrari. I'd probably get an older one because I would like the more classic vintage aspect of it. Okay, but I can't right now. And who knows if I ever will be. But the fact of the matter is I can't, and other people shouldn't, stay stuck on the facts of the things that they can't do. Because I got a piece of crap Celica GT sitting in the backyard and a Scion TC that's worth 2 dead chickens. You just have to have a creative mind sometimes and just put things together, maybe not in the ultimate vision that you had envisioned, but just do what you can do with what you have. Because it's so easy with money to just buy brand new this, brand new that, everything's brand new. I knew a lot of people over the past couple of years. We just had a lot of money, and the answer to everything was just buy something new and buy the most expensive thing, and that's what's being shoved down people's throats nowadays. But listen, let me tell you, oh boy, how out of touch with reality these certain people have become. We got people who don't even have homes to live in, and people who are a world full of food, but yet there's still world hunger. Like, it's just, be grateful for what you have. You can earn a lot of money. You can start a business and make a lot of money. I'm not saying money is evil, but don't get greedy with it. Still be within your own means of living and give that money to others. I don't just mean hand out thousands of dollars, but be smart about it. Appreciate what you have already in the moment, because when it's gone, because some days it will just feel like the whole world is crashing around you. Sometimes money ain't gonna fix that problem. There's not a new thing you can buy. There's not a new shiny thing or something that is gonna ever be able to replace certain things. And people are gonna say, well, I'd rather cry inside my Ferrari than cry underneath the street bridge homeless. Listen, as far as I'm concerned, or anyone else should be concerned, the reason why you're crying is going to feel the same regardless of what kind of car you're sitting in or what bridge you're laying under. Because it don't mean shit. But that's all I wanted to say. Appreciate what you have. Money is overrated. If you make a lot of money one day, good for you. Do what you can with that money to better your life and better the life of the others around you. And I mean that in a wholesome way. I don't mean that in a selfish way. That is all. Happy Thanksgiving.